this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a guided meditation for how your personality creates your personal reality and how to shift yours so that you transform your life. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a guided meditation that is inspired by Dr. Joe Dispenza that will help you to wire in the content of one of his books and help you to powerfully create what you want in your life. Now, if you haven't heard of Dr. Joe Dispenza before, he has some amazing information about understanding the power of the mind and mixing that with the quantum world of understanding how our reality is created and how our thoughts influences what we experience in our life. Now, he has a book that this meditation is inspired by, and the book is called How to Break the Habit of Being Yourself. Now, I remember when I first saw the title of this book, I was actually in a sauna at the gym, and there was some lady that was reading it, and I remember seeing the title and thinking, doesn't sound like something that you really want to do. Why would you want to break the habit of being you? But then I saw it was by Dr. Joe Dispenza, which I remembered that I saw in the movie What the Bleep Do We Know? So I thought to myself, okay, let me get this book and see if maybe it's not what I think. And it wasn't what I thought. It was much deeper than that. It was understanding that who we think we are is that of familiar thought patterns. It's familiar reference experiences, and it's a certain belief that is just continuing to perpetuate the same result over and over and over. Now, the idea is that we think on average 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. Of those 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, 90% of them are recycled from the day before, which means we're constantly thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, doing the same things, getting the same result. Who we think we are is just habitual. That's why the title of the book is How to Break the Habit of Being Yourself. Now, here is the thing I'm doing in this new kind of video series is I'm summarizing the video. I'm going to be using the whiteboard, my handy dandy notebook a little bit. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get into a guided meditation that will help to wire this all in. But more than that, it's a guided meditation that will help you do this one thing. Now, the thing that Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about is how our personality creates our personal reality. So our personal reality is just a accumulation or a reflection of our personality. Now, our personality is a combination of three things. The three things are what we consistently think, what we consistently do, and how we consistently are, how we be. So think, do, and be. You can think of thinking, doing, and being. These three things combined make up our personality. And our personality creates our personal reality. So if we want to change what we experience as a reflection in our life, then we must first change how we think, what we do, and how we are being. So we must move from thinking to doing to being. Now, the thing is most people will stay. What I see a lot happen, and this was me for a long time too, so this isn't me necessarily talking down to anyone, because I've been here as well. For a long time, I was in the majority thinking mindset. I was thinking about what I wanted. I knew what I wanted, thought about how cool it would be, so I would think it. But the thing is just thinking it doesn't actually materialize it unless it's moved on to the later stages. Because the thing is when we talk about our physical reality, the way our physical reality works is everything that you've ever seen around you has first off been thought of, but then it has been something that is thought of consistently and then moved into some sort of action and then some sort of being. So this is about understanding the three different stages and how these three things make up our personality. So the thing is we may look at this and say, oh, well, this looks like it's hard to change. But the thing is it's really not that difficult to change once we understand what I'm about to share with you. So when it comes to this concept of understanding this, we must understand that our body, that our brain is constantly firing in certain neurosynaptic connections. It's having a certain way that it fires. And the thought patterns alone will go down the path of least resistance, which means whatever we consistently think about, we create these pathways in our brain, and it makes it easier and easier for us to think that way. So what's going to happen is the way we're thinking, doing, and are, the way we're being, This has to do with understanding just habit. How do we change a habit? Well, we must first off become aware of whatever we are thinking. We must become aware of what we are doing. We must become aware of how we're being. And when we become aware of all of these things, then we can begin to change it. If we're unaware of it, it's just on autopilot. So in a way, what we can begin to do is to wake up from that autopilot mind and understand that the first step in this process is simply becoming aware of what we are thinking, what we are doing, and how we are being. If we become aware of these three things, then we can change it. But if we don't become aware of it, it just remains on autopilot and it continues to run itself out over and over and over again. So let me ask you a question. What thoughts on a daily basis are you consistently thinking? What actions every day are you consistently taking? How are you consistently being, and how do you view yourself? Now, these are important questions because when we get and we become aware of them, we can then in a way take inventory and be like, well, do I prefer to continue to experience this? And when we start to become aware of that, that's when we can then make the shift. That's when we can then make the change from being at the cause of our environment to engaging and deciding that we're going to choose something different. So this is something that radically changed my own life because I realized that what I could begin to do is, before I was a full-time YouTuber, I decided that I wanted to be one. So I thought, what would a full-time YouTuber do? And that's something we're going to be doing in the meditation. We're going to be looking at the best possible version of us and what we would be doing and being versus just thinking. We're going to look at all three of these categories, though, in the meditation. And what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to wire in the thought processes of the perfect version of us, what we would consistently be doing, paying attention to the actions, the daily habits we'd have, and then how we would be being, what emotions we'd be feeling. Now, here's the thing, in general. When it comes down to this whole process, we have a tendency to think that it's very complex. It's actually very simple. What you want to do is you want to think about what you think about, what you do, and how you are and what you feel. You want to think about these things on a daily basis. On a daily basis. What are you consistently doing on a daily basis? What are you consistently thinking about on a daily basis? What are you consistently feeling on a daily basis? Because these three things are what creates your life. Now, normally we think, well, in order for me to get where I want to be, I got to do this, and then I'm going to have to call some type of talent agency or something, or whatever your goal is. We have this long list of things, but the key is if you actually just do a couple simple things every day that rewire in this new identity, this new way of thinking, doing, feeling, and being, then you change everything. So it's not necessarily trying to figure out your whole life, it's figuring out your whole day. Because when you figure out your whole day, that's where everything begins to change. So you can imagine the best version of you right now. Imagine what you'd be doing for a living. Imagine what you're passionate about. Imagine the kind of people you'd be around. Imagine your body language. Imagine all of these things. And imagine what that version of you, what daily habits that version of you would have. Because when you imagine this in a daily basis, we break it down and we make it very simple, and then we can actually change. But if we believe it's this really complex thing, it's hard to actually take change with it, take charge. So the key to this process of what glues all of this together is this. So it's our identity. Our identity and the way we view ourselves, we could also say that this is our self-image, that has a powerful effect over all of these things. Because however we view ourselves is going to be whatever we do our best to remain consistent to. The secret sauce to this whole process is understanding that when we change what we consistently think, do, feel, or be, then we change everything, and it has to do with how we see ourselves, has to do with our self-image, what we are always subconsciously remaining consistent to. If we change this, and this is our personality, which is also linked to our identity, we then change our personal reality. So it really is that simple. Our personality creates our personal reality. When we change how we think, what we do, and how we're being, how we're feeling, we change everything. It's about moving through those stages, seeing ourselves as that, and making the conscious choice that that is who we are. So that was kind of like a summary of the book and of the teaching. And now what I want to do is I want to help you to wire it in with a powerful meditation. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a meditation right now. And what I'm going to do here in a sec is I'm going to cue the music. And what I'd like to ask you to do is, if you can, to lay down or sit down. And what we're going to do is we're going to wire in this new personality of understanding that it's okay for our personality to change. We have this negative connotation in society that changing our personality is a bad thing. Our personality changes depending on our state of being, on our mood. Have you ever had it to where you're really nice in certain states and then in other states you're a completely different person? Well, literally, there's a different personality trait to each of those states of being. So we don't need to be attached to thinking, oh, it's a negative thing if I'm changing my personality. That will keep us stuck and rigid within the old way, and that'll keep us stuck in the past because we associate negativity with it. So it's about being aware that it's okay for us to change these things. And the key is for us to embrace it and to move forward in that direction. So we're about to get in the meditation and set the intention right now that by the end of it, you feel like a new, vital person with a new level of personality that will create a new personal reality. So what I encourage you to do right now is to lay down, sit down if you can. Let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and feel our body relax more and more. Let's take a deep breath in. Breathe out, feel your body relax more and more. And with every breath you take, simply know that you are going to soak and you are going to drift onto a deeper level of relaxation. Now, I'm going to ask you to put your hands over your heart and to simply know that as you put your hands over your heart, you are growing the electromagnetic energy inside of your heart. And that this, for many people, is the missing key in of itself, because when we connect to our heart, that's when we begin to make our body and our mind a holistic type system. So let's take another deep breath in, deep breath out, and feel our body relax. Breathe out, feel yourself relax more and more. And you could feel it now, the energy inside of your heart center beginning to increase. You feel the tingling sensation in your heart begin to grow. Now I encourage you to close your eyes if you can and feel the sensation inside of your head. Feel the sensation behind your eyelids, and imagine your eyelids, your eye socket muscles relax. Bring the awareness now to your nose. Imagine your nose loosening up, relaxing. Bring the awareness to your jaw. Feel how loose your jaw feels, how relaxed you're feeling. Relax your tongue. Bring the awareness to your neck, feeling your neck relax more and more. Bring the awareness now to your left arm, your left hand. And imagine a wave of relaxation flowing through your hand, carrying away any energy that no longer serves. Now bring the awareness to your right arm, your right hand, and feel as you loosen up and relax. Now put the sensation inside of your heart, and you could feel the tingling sensation begin to grow with more and more love. Now imagine that there is a light energy, any color that you like, flowing through your heart center, and imagine that it is in a ball of energy spinning clockwise, and the faster it spins, the more you feel this love increase inside your body. Allow any emotions to come up that are there and just release them and relax. Now bring the awareness into your abdomen, into your hips, into your left leg and foot. Feel it relax your right leg and foot. Feel it relax. Now imagine that there is a big wave of emotion, wave of energy flow through your body that starts at your head, flows through like a wave, and then releases through the heels of your feet. Imagine that right now you are letting go of any energy that no longer serves, and it is leaving you through the heels of your feet. Feel the energy in your heels and imagine that you are letting go of what no longer serves you. Feeling lighter, feeling more present to the moment than ever before. Now imagine that you are in a very relaxing place. This could be a place inside or outside. It could be very relaxing, very zen place that you can go anytime you want to do some inner reflection. Anytime you want guidance, you can come to this place. So imagine at this place, what do you see? Look around, notice your environment. What does it look like? Imagine those colors and imagine the picture becoming much more vivid. What do you hear? Imagine the sounds becoming louder and louder. What do you feel in this environment? Imagine that feeling becoming more and more powerful. Now, in this environment, look around and notice that there in the corner is a chair. And in this chair, what we're going to do is we're going to become more aware of wiring in this new way of being, of thinking, feeling, and doing. So notice that the chair is about 15 feet away. What we're going to do is we're going to take 10 steps, and with every step we take, we're going to feel our body relax more and more. We're going to feel the energy inside of our body increase inside of our heart center. Feel more love, more certainty that we are connected, knowing that we are about to make a powerful shift in life. Now begin to walk in this direction. Take the first step. With every number I count, you're going to feel more and more of this love inside of your body. 10, take another step. 9, every step you get and every step you take, you feel this increase of energy in your body. 8, another step, getting closer to the chair now. 7, double the amount of relaxation, double the amount of love. 6, you can really feel it now inside of your heart center. 5, getting closer to the chair. 4, 3, just a couple feet away now. 2, double the amount of relaxation in your body, double the amount of love. And 1, now you are at the chair. And you recognize that as you get to this chair, there's a very comfortable feeling about it. You know that anytime you want to wire in a new way of being, you can simply remember this and sit in this chair. Now, turn around and take a seat in this chair. And as you sit down, feel the energy begin to increase in your body. Because when you sit in this chair, you begin to link up to the best version of you. You begin to resonate at the same frequency of the thoughts of the perfect version of you. You begin to feel inspired to take the right action of the perfect version of you, and you start to feel the same emotions as the ideal version of you. Now, while you're in this chair, what you find it very easy to do is to imagine the best possible version of you, what you would be doing, thinking, feeling. So begin to imagine what that is. And notice that you're getting more clarity as to what you can be doing, thinking, and being just while sitting in this chair. What comes up? What do you feel inspired to do? What do you feel like you are thinking about and feeling? Now put your awareness on thinking. What are the thought patterns of this ideal version of you? What would you be consistently thinking about? And pay attention to what comes up. Because in this chair, there is always an answer that comes up. Now bring your awareness to the doing. The best version of you, what would you consistently be doing? Allow whatever it is to come up. Now bring your awareness to the feeling and the being. What would you be consistently feeling? Pay attention to whatever comes up. Now, everything in your life is a reflection of how you're thinking, feeling, and acting. And if you change the way you identify yourself and you simply decide that from this point going forward, this is who you are, your reality will change, because reality is just a reflection of this identity. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. With every number I count, you're going to feel a shift in your vibration. You're going to feel and be able to decide right now that moving forward, this is who you are. If you get a reflection of your old life, it's okay. You're simply going to know that you have made the change. And you're going to simply know that you have broke the habit of being the old you. So I'm going to count down from 5 to 1 now. With every number I count, you're going to feel an increase in your heart center and a simple knowing that you have shifted your life forever. Knowing that from this point going forward, you're going to create more of what you want than ever before. 5, feel yourself and feel present to the moment. 4, put the awareness inside your heart center and feel it double with love. 3, feeling this energy now increase inside your body even more. 2, feeling certainty that you are shifting yourself to a new way of being. 1, feel it now flow through your body. Simply know that you have shifted. Feel this energy flow through your body and know you are the way you prefer to be. You have shifted. How you think, how you feel, and how you act. From this point going forward, if the old identity creeps up, know it's okay. There may be still a little bit of momentum from the past identity. Allow it to be there, simply recognize it, and then be this way. Anytime you want, you can remember this meditation and you can feel this energy inside of your heart, this knowing that you have shifted and you have officially broke the habit of being your old self. Now I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. With every number I count, you're going to feel yourself becoming more alert, more present to the moment, knowing that you're going to have an amazing day today, that you're going to see a reflection of this new state change that you've had, this new way of seeing yourself. 5, feel yourself now becoming more alert, more present to the moment. 4, feeling the energy increase, feeling your alertness increase. 3, feeling yourself starting to wiggle your hands and toes. 2, 1, feel yourself now more present to the moment. And I want to congratulate you because you have shifted. You are a completely different person now. And from this point going forward, you can begin to exist in this vibration. You can begin to exist in this state of being if you so choose. And many times in life, it can be as simple as we make it. It can be as simple as a choice that we make, that when we make one choice, everything in our life begins to change. And I want you to know that before the end of the day today, you will get a new reflection of this shift, and it will be something that feels very empowering. So be on the lookout for it and simply know that you have made a powerful shift by doing this meditation. Now, I do recommend you do this meditation for 21 days to consistently wire it in so that you really start to make the change that you want in your life. And I think that if you do it, you will start to see results pour into your life quicker than ever before. So consistency is key, because we're not just shifting one little thing, we're shifting the way we see ourselves. We're shifting something that's been on autopilot for a very long time. Results can happen quickly, but the key is in the consistency. So 21 days, and I'm confident you're going to feel the change within you, and you're going to start to experience a totally new reality. Now, something else I'm going to be doing is more live Q&As on Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and link the Instagram right here if you haven't followed me already. I post daily content there, plus I do live Q&As. So if you have questions for me, you can always ask me there. What do you think of meditations like this? Do you want me to do more? Because if so, leave a comment and I will go ahead and know what kind of meditations you'd like me to make, maybe what kind of books that you'd like. That would be something that me make this kind of summary type thing into the meditation. I'll do more like that, and let me know what you think in general, because I'll do more meditations if you're liking them. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the little notification gear so that you can see the daily vids that I do, plus the meditations that I have coming out. That's the way YouTube does things now. You actually have to hit that button to see it. And other than that, as always, peace, much love, and namaste.